You are here because you are ready to step into spiritual alignment and work towards your manifestations. We are now in the Lionsgate portal. It started at the end of July and it hits its peak on August 8th and goes all the way until August 12th. This is where we ascend into our higher versions of ourselves and really step into our power. So the question is, how do we harness this energy for our highest potential? This is a time to get crystal clear on what desires you want into your life and create something tangible with it. A vision board, journaling, visualization, speaking it out loud. Thinking it isn't going to move the needle towards you and these things that you're trying to call in your life. So find time to tap into nature, how you connect with nature, and just making room for your spirituality practices to connect with your higher self in this process. If you want to know how you may be affected during this Lionsgate portal, you're going to look up Leo and where it lands in your chart. So with this falling mostly in my 12th house, it's all about my higher purpose, spirituality, subconscious, and healing. Within my first house, it's all about self, authenticity, identity, and my leadership qualities. Tell me in the comments where this is affecting you in your chart. Before I get started, I want to share something that I wrote. It is in reference to the artist way. It's something that I've devoted myself to the last few weeks, and it's a spiritual path to a higher creativity. So this is my prayer I want to share with you before I start our reading. Thank you, angels, guides, and the divine. We are gathered here to help bring awareness and tools to help us heal and raise our vibration. We offer our gifts to God, and in return, God guides us on our divine path. We open ourselves to our creativity so we can expand in abundance, love, and success. We surrender the control on what that may look like. We welcome new and more expansive ideas. We trust in your divine guidance. We trust in your protection and energy, which keeps us safe. We ask you to show us the way of least resistance. We ask you to give us the confidence so we don't need to prove our worth to anyone. It isn't too late, but divine timing. We are not flawed, but perfectly imperfect. We ask to be healed for our greatest good. We ask to inspire those around us in the process, to nurture others' wounds and fears in the collective healing. We are not alone. We are loved. Help guide us to our divine connection. Now let's jump into that reading. I got really hot after that reading. I just want to let you know that I'm doing my readings a little bit differently. Like I see the cards, they will mean something different for every reading that I do. I'll show you as I speak, but just know this is more of an intuitive reading with cards as a guidance. So let's begin. I started off asking what our desired manifestation is, and we want to shine in our own way. We want to have the boundaries. We don't want other people's judgments or negative impact on themselves to affect us. We have this fear, this anxiety, and we're not letting our emotions come through with that. And so we need to know that our truth transcends the illusion. And when we do that, the miracles are endless. And that's what we want. We want to have this wealth of being able to really step into our power and not let other people affect how it makes us feel. That is truly what we want. So the current energy is that we know that we cannot compromise on our values and what we're wanting to go after in this world, and that our hard work and our productivity is important at the right times, and that we are not pushing ourselves or hustling past a point of feeling good, and that we want to make sure that when we are in this alignment, we celebrate our wins, we understand what we've accomplished in our home life, and that the relationships around us are really important in that process. And it's just being loyal to what truly brings us in the vibration of our desires. And so the energy that we need during this time is we need to get clear with our visions. We need to pay attention to the details and the subtle signs the universe is sending our way in this powerful time, this lucky time to manifest our visions to come forth. And it's understanding that it's giving. It's also receiving. It's being able to feel the wealth and have that generosity pouring out of us so that we get it back in return. So how do we get in alignment? It's with our patience. It's with our stillness. It's being present in this moment. We're not planning. We're not moving in a way that is pushing past co-creating with the universe. Again, being open to the signs and the subtleties of the universe of where we need to spend our time. When we get these signs, we're not initiating. We're going to act strategically. We are going to take the time to tap within and make sure the steps that we are taking are aligned with how we are built. And when we do that, we become fearless and bold in our actions because we know the actions we're taking are meant for us and that we're not forging away. We're not forcing things to come through. How do we release control? Know that you are on your right path. You're exactly where you need to be. We are understanding that if we come home to ourselves and we give ourselves time to process what we're going through, our bodies will tell us where to go. And we need to get out of our minds. And we need to remove the scarcity mindset. We need to understand that we cannot think about the past and we can't put so much weight in the future and that we need to be right now. Because when we think too much of the past and the future, we are robbed of the present. And so we need to be in that present moment. And so when we do this, we need to release the high expectations of what this outcome may be or this high expectations we put on ourselves and know that this and that are true. And when I say that is, you know if it's the right step for you. You know it's built within you. Are you leaving time and space to have that communication with yourself? My friend, that was such a powerful reading. I hope that you can take this knowledge and this wisdom within you and be able to cultivate your manifestations and the things that you're going for. As always, thank you so much for being here. If you could share my channel with a friend and subscribe, I couldn't thank you enough. We'll chat soon.